Alright, good afternoon and welcome to the preview stream for Cradle of Civilization, latest expansion for Europa Universalis 4. I definitely know this game. Straight away you'll notice quite a lot of things have changed. If you've been keeping up with the dev diaries and such, you'll be familiar with all of this, but otherwise you might have a lot of questions. I will do my best to cater for those questions as we go through the goal that we have for this week campaign. I want to do the Saladin's Legacy achievement, where you start off as Hisn Kayfa, and you have to reforge the Ayyubid Empire. It is no small feat. Normally when I do these preview streams, if I ever do, I kind of take to watching other people play around with it so I can watch and get some feedback. But no, I'm going hands-on today. Normally when I do it, I'd pick something not so tough and just play around, have some fun, show things off in non-Iron Man. Well, we're not doing that this time. Very hard mode is on, and we are going to play Iron Man because, yeah, why are we doing this? I don't even know. Doesn't matter, let's go for it. Saladin's low life expectancy. It's probably not how you spell expectancy. We don't care, we're jumping on in. We're gonna do this in one shot, maybe. So, the thing is, I've been playing with this a lot, so some of the changes I might not even recognize as something that has changed. But this I do. There is a startup screen now that will give you information about your country, your religion. Certainly a lot of changes going on for the Muslims. Talking about our government. We are ICTA here, of course, and the overall situation. Yes, we are in Asia. Europa Universalis, Asia. Barcode is saying, good luck and have fun, blobby blobby. Grabbing glorious conquest fun. How strange, but yeah, I will try my best to have fun in this extremely precarious double landlocked situation. So we are Hisn Kayfa. We are the last vestige of the Ayyubid Empire. Used to stretch from, well, used to have goddamn everything. They were pretty awesome. But we're reduced to one single province. It's fortified, it's 6 development. Our army is pathetic. And for the first time ever, I feel threatened by the sheep federations. We have Akyunlu and Karakayunlu both breathing down our necks, and I'm pretty terrified what the political situation is going to be. So straight away, Akyunlu have rivaled us, they hate us, they want our land, and Karakayunlu, well, they're far too big to rival us, but they still hate us and they want our land, and the only other person we border, the Bitlis, well, they are subject to Karakayunlu, just to make my life that bit worse. Man, can we change our idea here and go for something else? I don't think we can. So, looking down at our achievements, we have Saladin's Legacy here. Reforge the Ayyubid Empire, what in the world does that mean? Well, we've got a lot of land that we have got to own for ourselves. 2 whole regions and a whole bunch of areas. If we look at the map mode here, it was Egypt, it was Mashriq, and a whole bunch of areas. Mesopotamian ones most likely. Wasn't paying that much attention. So, what can we do other than be terrified? And Thagnus is saying, yes, you can do a weekly one-shot now. This isn't going to get done in one shot. Heck no. Well, first off, we're hemorrhaging money because we have a fort here. It's probably going to be a really good idea to keep it around, given our precarious situation. Don't care, it's going away anyway, I need the money. And the army, I'm not sure if I want to keep it all around. That horse is going to cost me a lot of money, and I'm not going to be winning any early wars on my own at least. So, goodbye horse. Never even probably needed you. Or do I? I don't know, we'll keep you around until we get a better feel for the situation, but I certainly don't want to pay for my army here. At least we can make a bit of money now. We can adopt the title of Caliph. Yes, please. And we have this pretty awesome mission to conquer Al Jazeera. Our ancestors once ruled Upper Mesopotamia. It's our duty to restore the birthright and show the world the glory of the Ayyubid. And now that I can get behind. Get a pretty awesome modifier for doing so as well. So that gives us a whole bunch of claims. Heavens knows we're not going to make it for them. People are already asking about the unit view. So yes, the unit view here has changed, expanded to accommodate a whole bunch of different things. And I'm going to put someone in charge so we get a feel for it. How good are our... Okay, you're a bit crappy and you're already kind of old, so why don't we kill you off in a way. Yeah, you're not bad. Well, for one, we can drill our units. If we build up enough army drill, we might not completely die in a battle. Conversely, we might die horribly. We have a couple of abilities here that get unlocked with enough professionalism, which we certainly don't have. The ability to refill garrison and build supply depots. And then a bunch of the usual stuff and some changes up here. Instead of the check boxes, they've been turned into buttons for allowing people to attach and changing to siege view. Also, the overall look here has changed because we are only levied troops. So we got a long way to go if we want to have a proper professional army, and that's assuming we don't rely on mercs too hard. Okay, but we haven't even unpaused, and for good reason. I need to read out the political situation here. Akyunlu and Karakyunlu are my two biggest threats. Do they want my land? Yes and yes. How do you feel about your neighbors, though? Mutual friendliness with the Mamluks already terrifies me. They're threatened by the Ottomans. The Ottomans will hopefully come knocking and kick Akyunlu's teeth to shreds. Karakyunlu, they don't have any natural predators unless Timmy gets his act together, or a strong successor state emerges from this. A bit terrifying. Jake, you don't have the money for drilling. No, I almost have the money for drilling. I want to get that professionalism going. Right, well, I'm going to need some friends at some point, and I would love it if the Ottomans were going to curb stomp Akyunlu for me. I can make a couple of friends, Dulkadir and Samchke, but I can't see these two guys saving me in a pinch, and honestly I might actually want to fight them at some point. So we're going to leave that avenue open, and I'm going to... what do I want? Well, I'd like Akyunlu not to want to eat me completely, so let's try and improve relations there. There might be a rival, but we'll see what we can do about that. Traffic Cone says, good morning, Jake and chat. What's the long-term goal of this campaign? Conquer this. We're going to reforge the Ayyubid Empire. Well, fortunately, Akyunlu ended up being probably too strong for me, so they actually lost me as a rival. Lucky them. But they have allied Karaman. I wonder if they're going to get to ally Mamluks. Now, the Mamluks are absolutely beasting in Cradle of Civilization. They start off with a couple of subjects. They can make others. And they guarantee a couple of folks, and they have a ton of development. So much so that they laugh at the Ottomans, at the great powers of the world. Okay, so straight away Akyunlu is gearing up. I want to see where he ends up going to war. Okay, well he's guaranteed us, so that could be good. That could potentially be good. What about you, Karakyunlu? How about you guarantee me as well, and then I can just go on a rampage up here. I would not mind using best CB to make my way north and start slaughtering people. Already sucking on the auto teats, Jake. What's this, Jake playing Babby mode? There are so few options here. So very few options. The Mamluks already have loads of diplo relations, so they're not really open to playing around. And a lot of these guys, that very hard mode modifier is getting in the way of being nice and friendly with them. However, you only have an alliance with Karaman, which is interesting. If Karakyunlu attack me though, then that's going to be, well, horrifying. There is a possibility for going up and slaughtering Samtsk, especially if I get access through... Oh, Akyunlu have changed their mind. They're actually feeling a bit domineering towards me. So, the great leader of the Timurids has already died. He manages to keep the subjects in line with a 50% modifier to their liberty desire. With that gone, trouble is brewing over for the Timurids. I have seen this place unfold 100 times and it never fails to be interesting. Something always comes out of it. Okay, so Bitlis has decided that it's a good idea to fabricate a claim on me. So maybe having my troops so vulnerable on the border isn't a great idea. Then again, it'd be nice if I had any military access to leg it into. But I don't think I do. I think my units are going to die a horrible death. What are you up to, Kara? He only has one friend, though. He doesn't have a lot. Okay, I'm a little scared of Karakayunlu just coming and putting an end to me immediately. Okay, well he's off to another war, so that might save my bacon. Mamluks and Akyunlu are getting friendly, so they may or may not make a beautiful relationship together. He's not interested in me, but he might be interested in others. Does Timmy still explode in the same fashion? Or has that been changed due to the added nations? Well, explode is the wrong word, really. He disintegrates. He's got a lot of cores going on. Akyunlu have claimed me. But they've also guaranteed me, so they can't move on me immediately. It's very tempting to throw the smackdown on them. But nobody really wants to be my friend. Dulkadir... Aniza, you know these guys, those well-known folks. Gizzy, Shamar, Biapas. Nobody here can really lay the smackdown on Akyunlu in the way that I'm going to be needing. The Ottomans would be just wonderful, but they are not interested in me in the slightest. Given how these preview streams go, shouldn't the goal be to kill Riga? We know they're the true threat, Jake. I'm sure Riga will find a way to kill themselves. They even are, look at that. They got some rebels destroying them. Lazy merchants, Jake. Great. How often am I going to forget that? The answer is probably quite often. We'll transfer trade power from Persia to Aleppo, and we've got a spare guy, so we'll just have him do some useless task over there. And spy network construction or improve relations in Aleppo? This one's probably going to be kind of handy, actually. It would apply to a lot of countries as well. I am going to take that. I'll burn off aggressive expansion faster and make better friends. Because I am going to want to get in the... Okay, that war didn't take very long. Karakayunlu already pieced out Jillian? And somebody's asking why I had 3 merchants. The answer is the Shafi school. Plenty of other schools I could look to, but making friends isn't easy for me. Byzantium dishonored their alliance with Serbia. Also, Karakayunlu wished to eat me. I am terrified. I also don't want to lose my claim on Araba. And Karakayunlu already hate me, so sod them, really. Will you honor tradition and end the stream with 40 years of war? Tell you, if I was doing it with this Karakayunlu, there would be no need for 40 years. Karakayunlu and Akyunlu. I'm going to mix them, the two of them up all the time. But these guys have buffed up hard. Okay, so Akyunlu is busy in a war with somebody that eats up a lot of your troops. And their only friend is Karaman. Could be an opportunity in the works there. I've got so much good relations with them. Can't we have an alliance? Difficult times. What's your new favorite feature, Jake? Well, I mean, I love the map oh so much, but I think I gotta put it down to the drilling and professionalism. Just the ability to have a short-term and long-term goal for your armies. Pretty fun. Alright, let's try and get some friendship going between Sam and Dulkadir. Sam is fighting Imereti and Trebizond. Now I am under no illusion that I'm going to get friendly with Mamluks here. So it might be a waste of time to... Well, they're neutral towards Akyunlu. They might someday decide they really want that land, especially when... And what is going on here? Don't tell me you bit off too much, Ottomans. It's just a bunch of miners. Then again, miners on very hard mode. They can punch pretty hard. I'm a little terrified of Karakayunlu coming along and ruining my day. Now this might look promising for me, but I can see that right there. Akyunlu is already in a good place. If the Ottomans were to go ahead and fight Karaman in a way, that would be my opportunity to go and smack down Akyunlu. I cannot afford 6 regiments, so let's eat that power loss. How long will the stream be? It'll be for as long as it needs to be. Jake, player Mamluks, bit greater than player. Oh my god! Karak Yunlu has declared war upon us. Prepare for battle. Wish I hadn't destroyed my fort now. Okay, what can a man do? What is he looking for? I'm gonna want my Diplos home pretty quickly. And I think I just heard that certain somebody did not honor that call. Karak Yunlu started the war, and that didn't even show up here. But yeah, Akyunlu decided that it is not in their interests to protect me right now. Now I'm a bit gutted because I got a truce with them as well, so oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, hello. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet a 5-shock Karak Yunlu general as well. Okay. I see where this is going. And I don't like it. Gonna be there on the 6th of November, are you? Okay, I need to think fast here. Or else I'm dead. So with that trial run over, time for the real one, says Zergal. It's not over yet. It just looks like it's over yet. I have a cunning plan. You're going to be there on the 6th of November, right? Alright, well let's wait out a bit then. What is the Ottomans doing? Oh, of course. Okay, well, let's get rid of all that money. It's weighing me down anyway. And let's also develop up this province. It might be handy. Or I might just be dead no matter how I cut this. Who even knows? There we go. Great way of spending all of our points there. Now you're going to march in and put me under siege. Yeah, as I expected. Alright, Kyunlu, let's do this. Nah, this isn't gonna go so great. Karaman. You don't have anyone else involved anyway. Well, let's just do it. Casual 99 aggressive expansion. Yeah, I'm not popular in the world. No way, no how. Gotta preserve that independence one way or another. Okay, well, they also want my land, but they're domineering, so they don't want my, damn, them going outraged means they don't want my, my subjugation anymore. That could be particularly bad for me. Yeah, I think this this run is already over. Well, it was good while it lasted, right? Unless you, some reason, want me to stay alive. They do not. Could be worse, Jake. You could be the Byzantines. It could be worse, but I'm struggling to see how. Oh my days. Ottomans are fielding a real party already. Alright, so unfortunately Karak Yunlu decided that this is not going to be the reforging of the Ayyubid Empire, but it was good to shake things up, right? Well, goodbye me. Oh, that's kind of painful. That's kind of very painful. Oh well, let's just bring it back. been a while since I've had to restart, right? Well, let's get that back on screen. There we go. Is 1449 a new record? No, definitely Manipur was the record setter. Alright, let's try that again. Jake, have you gone through any of the survey responses yet? How many have you gotten? So there are about 4,500, and I have read all of them. It took a while, but I did. Alright, since we know what we did last time, we can kind of blow through this again and hopefully not die quite so fast. First up the merchants before I completely forget about them. I still don't think this fort's going to save my bacon, so away it goes. And given the way I just get ploughed through, I'm not really sure this horse is worth my time. But maybe the alliances will work out in a way that I can cleave Ayyubid into bits. He actually loves me. Might be an idea to ally him up at an early point and then go on my conquests elsewhere. Dulkadir also loves me, but Ayyubid and Dulkadir don't like each other. Interesting. I should make the most of that that love sandwich that I have. And then go on a rampage, right? Jake, you can transfer from Basra. No, I can't. I don't have range there. That's why it's all speckled out like that. Okay, I'm struggling to think of a good reason not to ally Ayyubid except for the fact that there are these two going on. But, damn. Is that the right decision, though? Because it might not be. That is a really tough decision. I'm trying desperately to think in my head that if Ayyubid was my friend, what would I do with them? I could launch an attack on Ayyubid, that much is true. But Kara is very, very, very strong. I can bring in Samske and Ak, but these two don't get along very well. Is there anybody else that I could potentially befriend around here? Probably not. Avoiding the Ottomans with that alliance sounds like a winner to me. I am not so sure. How do you two feel? Mutually friendly, so you guys might ally. I should hold out a bit and see what happens. But I will keep somebody free to look at this. But then they might offer me an alliance. Harumph. Okay, well Dulkadir want an alliance straight away. Oh boy, Ayyubid already allied with the Turk. That is something strange and terrifying in equal measure. Kinda tells me that I do not want to be Dulkadir's ally, heavens no. Jake, please show us your national ideas. That's a good point. The Ayyubid ideas start off with tax and shock damage received reduction. We get fort defense, manpower, morale of armies, cavalry combat ability, core creation cost. That's a big favorite. Stab cost, goods produced, which I love, and discipline. So discipline, shock damage received, and morale of armies, and cavalry combat abilities. A pretty nice flush. Trying the best I can to rake my head for ideas on how to survive this, but it's no looking good. Not at all. Oh well, let's go for it and see what happens. These guys still hate me, but knowing that Ak is friendly could be handy. He's made a lot of friends, actually. What is he up to? Could be handy. Okay, but now he's dominating towards me. Alright. So that alliance was very short-lived. Or that potential alliance was very short-lived. Jake, break the mold. Make a strategy that involves taking loans. Okay, I have something that resembles an idea, but I need to make some potential friends or frenemies. I'm going with you, and let's go with Mammy as well. You know, it was kind of good when Kara did that to me. It's tempting to... Alright, so there goes Dulkadir. Oh, wow. Pretty glad I didn't ally them now. Alright, what if I just tell them to bring it on? If you think you're hard enough, Kara, just come and have a go. Is this some new music I'm being asked? Why, yes it is. Oh, well, that didn't last long, did it? He's using his own show superiority stuff here. Alright, but what I can do, and this is where Akyunlu's gonna help me out. Ottomans. Somebody else, somebody else, somebody else. You know what? Bring them all in. I don't even care. I'm probably going to get my army wiped here. That's going to be a sad day for Canada. Don't mind me, I'm just chilling here. They're going to come and ruin my country again. 18th, 21st. Now, the reason I'm doing this encourage development thing is because when you become a subject, it becomes more expensive. Maybe I gave the game away with that one. There we go, good enough. And 18th, 21st, 17. I just want to spend all my money, you have to understand. There we go. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Oh god, abandon ship. Ottomans, please don't hurt me too bad. Please, Ottomans. I'm not gonna hold out for 7 days. I'm not gonna hold out for a day. There goes my army. Alright, well... At the very least, because they are domineering, they do fancy me as a vassal. So yeah, I will be your vassal, and they are not happy with that. Uh-oh. How about if I gave you all my money? Well, then they're okay with that. So there we go. Now, because I'm in a defensive war, I dare say oh dear. Because of their superior might and military expertise, they've assumed leadership in the war. And there come the Ottomans. My friends, the Ottomans. Please save me from this atrocious situation. Now, I'm kind of out of money, and I'm not allowed to take loans ever. Thankfully, the merchant guilds are right there for me. So let's get those ducats. Today in EU4, Jake finds new and exciting ways to lose the game quickly. We'll see about that. There goes Karaman, a bit confused about their situation since people have been exiled due to the new war. But if you could kindly save my soul... Karakyunlu, Karabakh, Dulkadir, Trebizond. Well, I'm the one getting Trebizond here. And again, I kind of wish I'd kept my fort. It happens. Accumulate money. I'm good at that. Have 15 ducats? Yes. How about exploiting that development for money? Well, it's going to make me less since we are currently enjoying devastation here. And they got a breach, so kindly save me. Should probably use my lazy dips for something, like making some friends, because now I am Ak-Kyunlu's subject. Oh, do I keep my desired provinces? Yes, I do, and they, oddly enough, also want it. Well, what can you do? Okay. When I fight for my freedom, I'm going to have to rely on Ak-Kyunlu's rivals. Dulkadir, Samst, Imereti. Yeah, none of those really cry out to me, as it happens. Alright, my province is free. I cancel this production to get my money back. And would you look at that, we've got money. However, the Ottomans are getting trashed here. That 4-shot Kara-Kyunlu general is really bringing the pain. You know, this is funny if I don't get annexed. Well, some horrible people will find that funny. Yeesh. Mehmet, he was a 556 or a 566 before. Well, he's a 646, so that is the new situation I would choose to believe. I will need an army eventually, so I'm going with that. I used to have a claim here, it's gone now. Because I lost my mission, probably because I got subjugated. Okay, but with a bit of luck, the other war will finish up. And then it's going to be full defensive mode for Hisn Kayfa. And yeah, 50% more expensive because I'm a vassal nation. That is sad, but what can you do? Well, what I can do is focus on getting some good tech. But even then, it's like, what am I going to do with it? I don't know, but we will figure it out. As we watch Kara-Kyunlu steamroll my protectors. Steamroll my protectors. Oh my days, this war is going the opposite of good. I mean, it's lose-lose for me. Even my big threatening overlord takes over, or what? Who will save me? Samtske, Might, Mamluks. They're neutral towards Ak-Kyunlu, which is a shame. Oh, the Ming would love to help me if they could reach me, but they can't. Why would they love to help me? Naive enthusiast. Oh, if I just had a port. You weren't kidding when you said this would remind us of Nevers. Yeah, if you like the Nevers playthrough, and judging by the survey I put out, it was oddly popular, then you're probably going to love this, because I can't see it going well for a long time. It's alright though, it allows us to take in the map in a more relaxed manner. The Yemeni civil war doesn't look to be going so great for the Rasids at a glance. Timurid ruler is dead and his subjects are free. They fought and won for their independence. That is a sad time for the Timmies then. Unless I'm being blind. Oh, they have two subjects there. Sistan and Fars still. And they're far less powerful when all the others aren't around, so there we go. Now this land is going to Ak-Kyunlu because he's a monster. I should probably start building an army. Gotta look out for number 1 here. Oh, and then I see the Karas on my border, and then I start to worry a bit more. Can't take it for myself. I'm helping. Probably a good thing he's not giving it to me. I wouldn't be able to afford holding on to that province. Can he be paying for forts here? It's not like I even contribute here because I'm a subject. It all goes towards my overlord. I don't like the look of all these Karas around here. They're a bit terrifying. Well, I did my part. Let's get out of here. Might be at war, but that won't stop me from drilling away, because I want to build up some army professionalism. Oh, a lot of questions going on here. Demand perfection whilst you still have prestige, Jake. He's not that great, is he? But sadly I do not... Well, I'll have some prestige shortly. This reminds me more of Foix. At least you got those kick-ass ideas. Yeah, when I start unlocking them, they'll be great. The thing I like about this run is all the for science testing that can happen. What would you consider the best nation to play with in the new update, not including the Ottomans? Well, it depends what you mean by best nation. I mean, if you've always fantasized as running the Ottomans into the ground with the Mamluks, there's never been a better time, because they've been to the gym. What have I played around here that I found particularly interesting? Oman's in a very interesting situation. Actually landlocked despite all your great naval stuff, but you have cores out here. Hormuz is pretty buff as well. And Timurid's or one of the successor states, it's never not interesting around here. If you want to go real hardcore, play Luristan, where you're actually subject to a jam who is right on Timmy and Kara's kill list early on. Alright, so the Ottomans fairly swiftly have a big border with their ally and aren't too happy with the Mamluks either. This could be opportunity for me, or it could be hell in a handbasket. I am not yet sure. We'll figure it out. What I do like is that we're clearly winning here, all thanks to me. I don't like how I have to pay my vassal fee though. And I don't like how low my liberty desire is either. He's keeping me nice and sweet. I should... Oh, this is good. I can become a march. I need to jump on that. Check, what are those sockets next to the advisor slots? Well, we can look at that when we can finally afford an advisor. Which ain't right now, because we don't even make a ducat a month here. Force limit is 3, right? Because I'm a subject. Force limit is 4. I'm feeling a bit mighty. So we're going to build this up slowly but surely. Got to do something as a subject at least. Should use those lazy diplomats for something, but I already tapped out the Ottomans. I need to look to your rivals. Actually, I want to increase relations with Karakayunlu, but maybe Samtsk? I mean, every little helps when it comes to getting your independence. Sometimes it's not even about the independence, it's just about keeping enough liberty desire to not get annexed. Our arms industry could not be more thriving. And I really feel like demanding perfection, but he is training our troops right now. What does army professionalism do? Stellar question. When it's low, you're going to get some cheaper mercs and such. But when it's high, everybody's going to fight that bit harder. It's shock and fire, resistance and damage dealt. Jake, can you become more friendly to Mamluk Islamic schools so they like you more? Well, yes and no. Since I'm a subject, it's pretty hard for me to get any scholars invited. I could maybe do it with Akyun. I can't remember if I can do that since I am the subject or not. So if we look towards their school, which is Hanafi. Yeah, when the relationship goes up a bit more, then things can work there. But on the other hand, I don't want the relationship to... Oh no. Oh no! That is quite possibly the worst case scenario. I have been super landlocked by Akyunlu, and Akyunlu also doesn't have a port. So he can be reached by very few, and I don't think he's going to want to make me a march anymore, because I don't border anything. Ouch. This is painful. Alright, Samtsk, you are my only hope. Save me from this situation. Yeah, I've been encircled. This is Hoi. They want me to marry them. I'm not sure I want to marry them. I need to keep them on bad terms. Because I need some liberty desire. Samtske, it's up to you to support my independence. And I can't because I have a truce with my overlord. I'm kinda going to want Kara on my side as well. Not as planned, Jake. I thought you always have a plan. I mean, it's not as some of my plans. Yeah, I can't become a march anymore. I don't border any land that he cares about. Also, my development is too low. Oh dear. Okay, a jam apparently hate them, but a jam can't reach you. So it would be nice if a jam took some of this land so they could touch you, whilst also simultaneously winning out against the dismantling Timurids. It's a lot of things I'm going to want. Daniel's streaming Mamluks, did you put him up to it as a viewer reduction strat? Daniel can do as he pleases. It's probably going to go a lot more successfully than this, but I don't want to bring myself there. Okay, fit Kinnaman D, as we say. Samske will soon like me. Bilts. Aren't they still a subject? Akyunlu are not helping out Kandar. Kandar getting smashed by the Turks. That's a shame, because having these two on bad sides would have been amazing. Calling this a woolly blanket would be pretty accurate. Playing Mamluks in this patch seems like borderline babby mode. Oh right, no, Bitleys are independent. Well, time to make some friends because I desperately need some. Meanwhile, I can admire the dismantlement that's going on over in Timmy. Terrifying, just terrifying. Well, at least we have some religious harmony. God is damn good. Maybe I want to stab up whilst I'm still at 0, so we can go all the way up to 2. And okay. A jam coming on strong is good if I can just have them support me against Akyunlu. Also, what would be great are the Ottomans falling out with Akyunlu, but I can't see that happening anytime soon, because they don't have their core there anymore. Oh well, sometimes perfection demands itself. We've got the double air glitch. I bet we're going to get the worst one. Because, yeah, that's the way it goes. Oh, boy. No, I do demand perfection. I demand it hard. Of course, ending up in a regency would be even worse, because then I can't declare war, but, what you gonna do? We went over the ideas, but if you're very quick to see, there we go. Alright, so time's looking particularly bad for poor Saladin here. We are completely wrapped up in this blanket, and as soon as we've been a subject for 10 years, Akyunlu is probably going to integrate us, and it's probably going to go pretty quickly for him as well. Well, let's not pay extra for this. I don't need an edict right now. Although later on I might really want to boost that development so I don't get eaten up near immediately. Karakyunli don't hate me so much, but they don't spare any love for me either. I need that truce to be up. The main problem is even if we do fight for my freedom, Ottomans are going to be there to defend Akyunlu. They seem pretty buddy-buddy right now. We'll see. I mean, I'm just hoping that the Ottomans go to war with Karaman and Akyunlu tries to defend them. That's going to break them up. It is, however, going to give me a truce with the Ottomans. Threatened and hostile, so Ottomans, do me a favor and eat Karaman right up. Sadly, they have the mission to conquer the Levant, which is... Suleiman. How about Saladin? I would say he's got it where it counts, but he really doesn't have much. How did you get your air tossed into the sea? You're landlocked, Jake. Well, there's a river, so we got floated down the river until he ended up right out in Persian Gulf. But I hope he floated all the way to the pirate coast, because that's a much cooler place to lie and rest. Okay, Granada is not getting protected by their friends, which means Castile is coming along to poke them hard, unless Morocco does that thing they do and manages to beat them all back. That would be awesome, but it's probably not going to happen. Okay, friends. I need friends, and I need them badly. Samtske, why are you not helping me out here? And they say -3 to any desire to help me. Well, taxation policies are normally useful if you have subjects, but I don't have any. Nonetheless, we'll go with lenient taxation because it is going to give us a bit of dip rep, and that is going to be useful in securing some independent support. So thank you, Samtske. Ah, there we go. Now I have a bit of liberty desire. So my good friend Akyunlu can't integrate me just yet, at least. And Pilgrim's being safe. That's going to help us out. I could have bought a diplomat, yes, but I don't have one, and I don't fancy spending my money shifting that about. I never shifted this to improve establishing communities, did I? Let's make it so. Alright, so I'm a little bit safer, but we still need to crawl our way out of this hole. And that might not be so easy until Akyunlu start really losing out on friends. And I start losing out on truces. Now I'd love Mami to come and help me out too, but as long as they are neutral towards Akyunlu, they're never going to help me out here. They have a disgustingly administrative ruler, but he is kind of old. Hopefully he gets changed out with a much more militarist individual. And, oh, that's right, my heir died, so I'm not drilling anymore. I kind of want to. How about the emirs help us out if I tell them to go on a diet? And now all I can get is military power, but I'm satisfied with that, because that military power can directly equate to recruiting myself a general. And what are we going to call you? I actually have a list of names that I can use for these, so I'm actually going to name him after Shadow. And, oof, man of many talents, just not particularly great at any of them. There we go, Shadow, go and drill away for me. Okay. Is there any hope at all for the Saladin? At least we're getting some prestige back through some pretty nice events. But I need Akyunlu to lose some alliances and lose them fast. Best way really would be the Ottomans just declaring some wars. But he doesn't seem to have claims on Karaman. People would love to help me if only they could reach me, they say. What a shame. Jake, hate to be a bother. Can we have a quick perv on the new unit models if they are enabled? Well, I can't remember if this guy's new. I think he is, because he looks pretty spliffing. And then we have AQ here. We are playing an Iron Man mode, though, so there's not going to be any jumping around for it. But there's also a post on the forums showing all the renders. Okay, why am I so not opposed to his overlordship now? Still not going to marry you, even if it's my only chance of getting a consort. Actually, it's... I don't want to bring down my chances of freedom. 50 prestige isn't going to happen either. Would being bordered by the Ottomans be an improvement to the currently entirely encircled situation? Seems frying pan or fire. The Ottomans, I don't think them bordering me would make any difference at this point. What I need is for them and Akyunlu to fall out. Mamluks would be fine, just something to keep my... well, I'm just willing to make friends with about anybody these days. I guess Trebizond borders them, so they're not impossible, they're just incredibly unlikely. But if Akyunlu gets to the sea, then that opens up a lot more options of people that hate him. Oh well, we'll do what we can. Rejecting march status does not affect relationship, so as far as I'm aware, there's no way to spam lower relations with your overlord. And I love him, so he could actually start integrating me now, which would make me very, very unhappy. Oh. At the very least, I can get diplomatic insult casus belli on him. Oh. Set autos and Mamluk is interesting. Good point. I should have done that a while back. For example, you're at war right now, and now I'm getting annexed. So I'm a bit terrified here. How long is that going to take? 58. I got a couple years. I don't even have a couple years to find my freedom. Karakayunlu, you're my only hope. But they have a truce with my overlord for a long time. No. Won't anybody save Hisn Kayfa? GG Jake, you lasted almost a whole 15 years. No, I've been here before. We can do this. I'm just not entirely sure how. We'll get more units. We'll become the most professional army. We will, There is hope left yet for man. That Kunli's just standing over me. He knows what I'm thinking. Okay, well. There's more than one way out of here. Can't catch me. He's jumping around. I wonder if he thinks he's going to go to war. Oh dear! Now I don't have any support for my independence. I liked it when I had at least some. Karakayunlu are so far away from being able to save my bacon. I think it's time to consider combining the best CB with the forbidden... Oh dear! I can't even declare independence anymore since I have a regency council. For 11 years. And he's a pretty crap one. And yeah, the one time you can't use best CB, it's when you're a subject. Mystics, legals, let's go legal. I probably should have checked our current status. Well, I think everything is lining up to ensure that the Ayyubid Empire is not reformed here. However, Shadow has gotten a bit better at fighting. Maybe that 2 shock is what we need for that war that we can't declare. 59. 64. Hates my guts. Wrong religion. Time to pull out the nukes, Jake. That's it's a conflict of interest for me to do that, you know. Alright, well, come and get me. Prestige, manpower. We have a pilgrim that every Muslim should undertake at least once in their lifetime. It's our responsibility to ensure they can safely reach that destination. I mean, I'm not in any position to be saving anybody right now. But a bit of prestige. Well, no, I need to save every point I've got. Kara's not getting drawn into any wars, which is kind of good, but... A lot of bad stuff going on here. Why won't you help me? Neutrality. What drives a man to neutrality? Yeah, this is feeling like a good cross between Manipur and, oh god, don't go into other wars, because then I can't seek independent support. Not that you're going to give it to me. Trouble is, even if the Ottomans decide to not be friendly with Akyunlu anymore, they're going to end up with a truce, and that's going to stop them backing my independence. And god, it's getting expensive to develop this province. And you're a diplomat, so you're not likely to rock the boat anytime soon. Well, let me at least send you an insult so I tell you that I hate you. I mean, I love Akyunlu, so I have mixed feelings about becoming their food like this. But food I am fast becoming. And I can't hold out here forever, much as I would like to. Fully develop the province, get a Diplo advisor, spend all the rest of the money on troops, might move QQ to support you. Well, QQ won't support me because I am, well, because they are at war right now. They have too many Diplo relations, which is also hurting things. If they didn't have those two, then I would be able to get them as a support. But they also need to get rid of that truce they have, which is 64, and I will be eaten in 61. So it's all pretty bad, to be honest. Byzantium's still alive. The rumors are true. What rumors? Also, I am getting chugged here. This guy is drinking me right up, and there's sod all I can do about it. Unless the Mamluks very suddenly want to go and be my best friend. I mean, they're enemies with Akyunlu. Why would they not want to save good old me? I need to keep good relations with you, and let's keep this development as high as it can. Oh, it can't go much higher than this. You sure you don't want to make me your march? A vassal being annexed cannot become a march. God damn it. Oh god, if he's not at war, he will save me. Ah, but that truce still gets in the way, and that's until 64. And I'm going to be eaten in 62. August 64 as well. That is the opposite of good. Even by doing all that, it's still March 63. Hell, at this point I can embrace the Renaissance. This is getting daft. And then it's going to go over to Akyunlu. I mean, it's only a ducat, right? At least development cost goes down. If I have advisors, they'll give me a bit more points to spend on all this. Especially if I have a diplomat guy. He's so expensive. Force limit so I can have a bigger army to do something with. It's not impossible, it's just highly improbable that I can survive here. March 63. Every time I develop, I save myself 2 months. But I do not have long. I have very not long. Look on the bright side, Hisn Kayfa will be remembered as a beacon of progress and prosperity. And that's something. I've never had such a good province at this stage, but it's 157 points to develop it. I can maybe develop it 3 times. Mamluks, for the love of God, start hating Akyunlu. Or else all hope is lost. I'm gonna lose anyway. I might as well get all the points I can. Alright. They're almost at peace, but that doesn't make a difference if I can't, if their truce doesn't run out. Why? You rivaled my overlord. Thank the heavens I'm saved. Very temporarily saved. However, the Ottomans are still pretty friendly with them.